He's changed. Look at his hair.
He's changing.
Oh,
Oh no! The goal.
Oh man.
How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing all
You
right.
chilling?
Yeah.
Did you guys make it through the movie?
Yeah.
I didn't.
I heard.
We
It
heard.
was. I tried it twice.
Is it too scary?
I was eating ice cream and I thought I was gonna throw up. And then the other time I kept thinking about the ice cream and I was like, I just can't do it.
Yeah, that's fair. How far did you make it then? How much did you miss?
I think I made it a half hour or 40 minutes.
Damn.
They found the lady in the basement, maybe.
But you didn't see past that?
And I read about it and I was like, I
Okay.
can't.
As long as you know like what happened, I guess. Like there's a ton that happened after that.
You found metal eye cap lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
With her stapled shit.
Yeah.
She sucked.
Did you see her come out and like get a bath and stuff?
No, I kind of that was bad. Yeah.
Okay. The vibe really changes after that.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
But in our group chat, you were so confident that nothing could get to you.
Well, I mean, I still don't think it has a lot of artistic merit. If that makes sense.
I'm going to be disagreeing with you in this episode.
I mean, I will too. But I'm usually the voice of dissent into madness, if you will.
Fuck you, Seth. All right, I'm ready. Wait.
How are we starting this?
We were going to talk about the Palestine-Israel conflict, weren't we?
We could do that.
Do a quick half hour of that and then skip the movie.
We could. Oh, half hour. Half hour then.
Yeah.
Last week you said, don't do that. Last week you said that it could just be like silent with one of us just breathing and just.
Did I say that?
Yeah, that was your idea.
Yeah, that's
Ooh, like a scary breathing?
Yeah.
Not even scary, just breathing. That's good. We should have Brandon do the breathing.
And me and you do Israel.
Yeah. Brandon's scary breathing into the microphone, and we pick a side in the Palestine-Israel conflict.
No.
We, on the podcast, declare whose side we're on.
No. Other ideas?
I don't know. We'll just be the news show for a minute, and then Brandon comes in and scares us all. Yeah.
You could do the news and you'd be like,
this just in.
yeah, in the
Spooky
field,
ghost.
in the field, coming from some person,
It's
coming from
scary.
some person's basement. It just cuts to me, and I'm just like, no, just breathing.
Oh yeah,
As a ghost.
as it goes.
And I'll do it for a while, and then I'll count you down. And then you guys will be like, thanks for that.
Yeah. And now on to our next story.
And then that's all the time we have. That could be pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
That way, it splices our normal bullshit in with something like terrifying.
A little bit scary, yeah.
Let's do it. I like it. Anchor, co-anchor, person in the streets.
Guy that does
Correspondent.
the breaking news noise.
Well, I'm gonna plug in I have a news intro.
I'm gonna do the noise either way.
Okay,
So you'll just have two noises, I guess.
great. Thanks.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I also don't have any quotes.
Yeah, we didn't. I have 6, but 4 of them are from Seth.
I have
Okay.
two.
Okay. And I also might need to be out of here at 9:30. I'm just the worst guy. I'm going to go kill myself.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Let's martyr.
Why do you have to leave so early?
He's probably tired. and
Because
has
I'm
to get up
tired and I have
early.
to get up early and I still have to
Yeah.
grade some shit.
I have to get up at 6 too for once.
Yeah, I think we can do this one fast. There's not a lot of dialogue. Lucas didn't watch it.
Yeah.
We probably don't want to relive a lot of it, so
Sure.
I don't think we'll dwell too long as long
I
as we
bet-
don't bring up Star Wars.
I bet it's. Oh, that's coming up. I bet it's 2:10. So let's do it.
All right.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah, I'm a canker.
Canker sore. All right.
Savage.
Ready? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Play.
It's breaking news.
Breaking news. It's me, Lorraine. Porco, and it's live here from KGBNTY. Good morning, Salt Lake. It's a great one out there today. I'm gonna kick it to my co-anchor here. What's your name?
My name's Lakeford Bronx.
Nice to
And
meet you.
Salty as ever here in the treasure state of Utah.
Yes, we've got lots of great jazz moments coming up for you guys here in Sports Hour. But first, Israel.
What are they up to?
Us
Those
Mormons over here,
goofballs.
you know what we think always. You know,
Yeah.
don't drink, don't be any of
drive.
that. Don't drive.
If you're a
ladies,
woman.
just
Yeah.
stop
Ladies, stay off the road.
and just
Get back.
just knock it
You know
off.
where to go. Yeah.
Just come on with all this stuff. Like we got women cameramen here. Come on, stop it.
I have all my wives drive with me, so we can take the carpool lane.
There you
Am
go.
I right, fellas? Who can agree with me out there?
There you go. But yeah, there was a mass amount of terrorist attacks from Hamas this weekend.
Woo.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know which side we would be on. Or you know what I mean? You, Mr. Guy. Yeah.
Just wanted to bring it up.
Yeah, I think we're doing our jobs.
Yeah, it's news. We're not taking any sides. Completely nonpartisan.
Yeah. And so we're gonna kick it to our guy who's live in Israel, as I understand it.
An interview. All right, thank you.
Do you think he heard us?
I don't know. I didn't get a response then. I think this is my last day after that, actually.
Oh, this is your last day. Okay.
Yeah, that was the worst.
This is also your first day. I've been here for 45 years.
I've been here for 45 minutes.
Yeah. Well, grab a gift bag on the way out.
Thank you.
I guess we'll recommend you. I mean, what else can we do? We can't really hire anybody else. We can't really be vindictive about this sort of 2-week notice sort of thing.
Yeah.
We do. I guess we appreciate the work ethic you brought in. It was like a worldly view, I think, from the small time amount of time you've been here.
Yeah, I try to bring a small town vibe to the big town news station.
Yeah. So I guess well wishes on your. Do you have any other plans after this?
I was gonna go check out Palestine and Israel to see what that's all about. I don't get it, and I'm just gonna go ask.
Okay, and so instead of quitting, just think about it. You don't have to answer right now, but you could go over there in a journalistic capacity. It sounds like our other guy was quite scared. So maybe you could, instead of quitting. Yeah.
I'm my own guy. I think I am for sure.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. Thank you, though. It would make more sense, but just it feels like something I have to do. You know, stretch out my wings and fly. Yeah.
Well, happy trails.
Thank you. Too long of a countdown, Brandon.
Too long of a fucking intro. 4 minutes, you two?
No.
I just checked the thing. It was 3:45.
That's like 15 seconds.
It's very naturalistic.
Noise. Yeah, it just felt the vibes.
Lucas, when we started like doing intros, because we used to not do that, Lucas and I would keep it to under like max a minute. It was usually 30 to 40 seconds.
Don't pin this on me again.
That one was my fault.
They've just continued to get longer.
Seth wanted to quit.
He did.
I did quit.
I like that you did bring up it was his first day, because when he said that, I was like, oh, you just met him.
I was confused that we were being introduced.
But Lorene is, I know, right? Lorene has been here for 45 years. She's a professional.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was a she.
Lorraine.
Yeah. Unfamiliar.
Lorraine.
I did hate women in this stretch.
Have you thought about how big Salt Lake is?
It's huge. I flew over it one time.
Did you drown? Did it crash? It's so big.
I flew, I said.
Yeah, and did it
crash? You mean the lake?
You need to refuel mid crossing the lake?
No.
It's a long lake.
What's up with it? It's not like a real lake.
I think it is.
With all the salt in there?
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
I don't know. We could probably Google it. I guess I'm the producer now. I just Google things mid-episode, which I was doing anyway. I didn't even get a pay bump for this.
You're the alcohol guy, and you didn't even know anything for me.
I don't. I know about wines.
And you didn't even recommend one to me.
What's a wine?
It's the sound that you hear when Brandon talks.
Oh.
Oh.
What about like a Gruyere?
That's a cheese.
No,
that's a cheese.
I don't think that's right.
You're thinking of string. What's the questions for today? I'm Lucas.
Hey, Lucas. I'm scared.
You would be.
I quit my job.
What was your name? Lakeford.
Sconce or something?
Yeah, something
wall
like that.
style.
Lakeford Sconce wall style.
Yeah.
I hate making up names. I don't know why we did it.
You love making up names.
You're always so good at it too.
That's why I'm good at it, but I hate it.
Sulu candles.
So we got Lucas, Scared, and Lakeford here today.
Yeah.
And I got some questions for you guys. My first question doesn't pertain to that. Just how are you doing? How are we okay right now?
I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Up. Not any more than usual, though.
A little tired. Okay. My real questions for the movie.
Okay.
First, do you like the French? A long pause from both of you.
Did you guys hear about the guy that bred bed bugs for years? Now he's released them into Paris.
Man, I thought this was going to be a pun about baguettes or something.
No, if you look up like the bed bug epidemic on France right now, it's crazy. They can't get rid of them because they're super hard to exterminate. And there's some guy on 4chan that posted about it like a month ago. He's like, I hate the French so much that I have like thousands of bed bugs at my disposal. I'm going to release slowly into trains and hotels and anywhere I stay. And now like all of France is fucked.
And
the whole world.
Do you like
what a hero.
Yeah. He's trying to talk. He's like, I estimate I've done $1 billion in damage to these people. Why do you hate the French so much?
Do you like the French?
I don't know. I don't care about them.
Okay.
I like Alt J.
Okay.
I like French food. Oh.
No, go ahead. You like the food.
I like the food. Daft Punk is a band. Rudy Gobert is from there.
Phoenix is also a band from there. Phoenix, Alt J, and
that's in Arizona.
You know, it's
pretty close to Salt Lake.
You know, it's funny. Daft Punk has a song called Phoenix, and that's why the band Phoenix took it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
My other question for you guys: do you like fucked up horror?
Why don't the French just escar go away?
Shut
up. Chicken cordon blow me. I don't. Oh, God. I don't. As we'll soon find out. What?
I'm not gonna do it. I like horror films.
I said fucked up horror.
Yeah, I like fucked up
horror. Okay.
Not this brand.
Brandon.
Not this Brandon. No, I don't like this Brandon. Well, if you answered yes to liking the French or fucked up horror, you've come to the right place. This is the good, the bad, and the scary.
Yes to being okay.
If you are okay, or if you're not. I mean, I prefer you're okay, but this is the Downtown Spook Boys. That's a loud one when it's right in the thing.
You think so?
Yeah. And this week we did a film on Seth's recommendation from 2008, a French film called Martyrs. Now, where had you heard of this? What made you tell us about
it?
Heard? I think it was during the pandemic or maybe right after. Well, I mean, the pandemic was going on for a while.
Vietnam, 1970.
You mean the COVID pandemic? Or our education pandemic. Okay.
It was my personal education pandemic. If whatever that means. But I found this YouTube channel, this guy that would go over horror movies, and he would like talk about ones like
this YouTube 4 channel.
Exactly. Nice. But as like movies I'd never heard of, or ones that like I wasn't gonna watch, but I'd like a breakdown on because like, you know, they look shitty, so I didn't want to watch the whole thing. But this guy did it for me so I could see the plot. And this one I just stumbled across, you know, because I would spend hours of my depression just going through movies instead of watching them. Yeah. So this was one that I saw the whole plot for, basically broken down in like, 15-20 minute video. It's how I get a lot of these movies recommended to me. It's just stealing them from other people that have seen them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Homages.
And the plot just stuck in my head for so long I wanted to share it, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
We voted on this movie.
We did.
Yeah, I think you did vote it last, though.
He did.
To be fair to Lucas.
We both put it 1.
Yeah, we did.
I wanted
It's okay.
Existence.
I feel so bad.
I thought about Existence as being my number 1, but then when I read watched the trailer and read the plot summary of it, it wasn't as much horror, but just sci-fi mystery kind of thing. So I was like, it doesn't quite fit.
And it's funny because I think that same channel did a review on that one that I watched.
Oh, really?
And it looked pretty interesting.
Oh, I mean, it looked super interesting.
Yeah.
We'll do it at some point in the future.
Yeah. But before we get into it, we're not drinking beers. I was trying to come up with something that had revenge themes, killer themes, themes. And
yeah, Spooktober, Downtown Spook was.
So I researched. Yeah, I researched French beers, and actually the most popular French beer is one called Kronenberg.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
like
awesome.
Kronenberg 1664.
Serendipitous.
Should have
I
done
can't-
Crimes of the Future.
But I can't get that here today. I would have to order it.
Right.
So then I finally figured I'm just gonna go for wine. So I went to the store.
Vino.
I bought us a Pinot Noir. It's a Louis Chateau from 2020. What's that word? Bourguignon.
Means it's Italian.
Burgogny.
Bourgogne.
Means you got an Italian wine.
It's probably bourgeois.
No, it's made in France. I made sure.
It's Italian.
It's 11.
Hey, I'm Pinot Noir.
11.2% alcohol per serving.
What's that? Dark penis?
Pinot Noir.
Yeah. Ooh, God.
And you seem to know more about wines than me. You said this doesn't have leg.
It's got very 0 legs. Yeah. Legs is when it sticks to the side of the glass and you'll see the lines running down. You'll see it in thicker body wines or higher sugar wines because the alcohol or higher alcohol wines because it evaporates so quick and then you're left with a trail of the thicker sugars be left behind.
And is a Pinot Noir close
Pinot Noir is very light red.
Soft red.
Yeah, very, very.
Kind of like a red blend.
No.
Softer.
The blend is a blend of different. Pinot Noir is a grape. It's not like a certain style of wine. It's the grape that goes into it. So a blend would be like Pinot Noir and Chianti 4060 or something,
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That one is just what it sounds like.
Yeah. Okay. And have you tried it yet?
No, not yet.
Let's try it. Smells nice.
Olé.
Olé.
Oh, that's an easy drink.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Yeah.
You know what else is
fan.
an easy drink?
You can...
Oh, he's
It's
back.
Let's go.
Cream soda, Dr. Pepper. It's
Zero
got it.
sugar.
It also has not a lot of legs.
It's not sweet at all.
It's not sticking to the side.
Oh, yeah, it's not sticking to the side.
Yeah. Put your panties to the side. It's a very light body. You dip your finger in it, it looks like water. Your finger.
Don't be dipping things in there.
Bang.
But that's what we got to drink. So let's get into this today. Our director. Let's
That song's just funny.
Our director today is Pascal Lagier. And he's done films such as Saint Ange, The Tall Man, Incident in a Ghost Land, and 6 episodes of Il était l'un dit.
I was the ghost.
You were the ghost in the ghost in where the incident was in the land.
That's exactly
of Ghostland.
Yes.
That instance.
And
that's you.
That's me.
You were the
Spooking
ghost
people.
I am the ghost.
in Ghostland where the incident was.
Yes.
Where
I'm
did
the
that take
tall
place?
man.
In the ghost land.
You're the tall man, and I guess I'm Saint Ange.
They couldn't be.
No way.
You're a little devil.
I'm Ils Etelant dit.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's also the writer. He's done basically the same things. He just didn't write that Ils Etelant dit. So Saint Ange, Tall Man, and Incident in a Ghostland. So he wrote all of us.
A writer-director.
Yeah, little combo.
He's like a right-tector.
Ooh, or like in
Derider.
Derider.
directeur.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then a cast. No, we won't know any of these. They're all French actors and actresses.
Try me.
Morjana Aloui,
No.
Méline Japonoy,
No.
no, Catherine Begin,
Oh, that's my dad.
Hey.
It's Levi Tigner.
No, it's Catherine
Negin.
No, he's
Baguette.
lying.
Robert Tupin.
No.
How many?
Patricia Tulane.
2 peens.
No.
Juliette Gosselin.
No.
Javier Dolan.
Bardem.
No.
Is that with the X?
X.
He's a director. That guy's a filmmaker.
So not.
Oh,
Swear-
it's probably Xavier. Sorry.
I was gonna say.
Xavier
Swear to
Dolan
fucking
is a
God.
director?
Swear to fucking God. Click his name.
Click
I
his
don't
name.
have it.
Brandon,
I
Click
write-
the name.
click his name.
Show me his penis.
Show me that guy's penis.
I swear to Christ, that guy's a filmmaker. I thought that when I saw him.
Xavier what?
Dolan.
Dolan.
How do you spell it?
Brandon said, "You already know me, buddy."
Dol.
Try
Yeah.
me. The
So
depths
you're-
of my French film knowledge
It's probably just Xavier Dolan. He's a Canadian guy.
knows no bounds.
Who?
Filmmaker and actor. Began his career as a child actor in commercials before directing several art house feature films. He's done movies such as Mommy, I Killed My Mother.
Got a type.
He's got a
Good back
type.
to back
It's Only the End of the World.
for mom.
Lawrence, yeah, Lawrence anyways, Matthias and Maxime, Tom at the Farm, Heartbeats, The Death and Life of John F. Donovan, Lost Illusions. Any of these ringing a bell, Lucas? Elephant Song,
Boy erased.
I know this
It
guy.
Chapter 2,
Boy erased.
I think he was an
It's-
actor in that one.
Martyrs.
I did Martyrs. He's in Martyrs.
Yeah. So that's him. And then my
So
last one I
Brandon
have
was
on here-
wrong.
I was wrong.
He's
Is
very
Louise Boyvert.
I know.
Or
But
Lucas was extremely lucky picking the one guy.
I know, right?
Hey.
I'll never tell.
So aside from Xavier Dolan, anybody ringing a bell there?
No.
No.
Oui.
No.
Seems like some
All right.
gross shit though.
Yes.
And then a plot for you guys today. A young woman's quest for revenge against the people who kidnapped and tormented her as a child leads her and a friend who is also a victim of child abuse on a terrifying journey into a living hell of depravity.
Woo!
Depravity.
Nice.
Sorry for all the people that have gone through shit like this, though.
Yeah. A moment of silence for the people that went through depravity.
All right, that was long enough.
Yep.
I liked the plot when I read it. It did take a more of a turn as we watched. There were incidences that I wasn't expecting where towards the end, little spoilers in the chamber against Anna or Ghoul Girl. Did not expect Ghoul Girl in
The
this.
Chamber of Secrets.
So little twists in there from what I read and from my research, but here we are.
Well, the twist is I didn't finish it again.
Lucas did not finish it. He got 40 minutes in, he said.
This
Twist is
time,
a dance.
do it. This time, yeah. This time it wasn't out of unpreparedness. It was out of like moral and digestion reasons.
And it's funny
His
because
tummy was sick.
he was eating too much ice cream.
I was eating some butterscotch.
Yeah, I had to stop eating pizza.
You were
At
eating.
some
You're like,
point.
this will help. And you're like, pizza was a bad idea.
Yeah. It did like a squish where the bite had too much sauce on it, and I was like, oh no.
That's blood.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's blood.
And it's funny that you had mentioned like that you had stopped because we did have a big like debate on our in our group chat over horror films and whatnot. I sent, if you look it up, it's on Reddit. It's it was called, or you could just Google it.
Iceberg.
Yeah, it was like the iceberg of horror films, and it starts in tier 1, which are like your blockbusters. There's your
Yeah.
It's, and there's Saw, and there's
Coco Melon.
There's Coco. Ugh, don't even mention
Cars
that.
2.
Just all your standard scary movies, and then tier 2 is ones that are, you know, a little fucked up, where you're like, why are people coming up with this? There's like the Human Centipede in there. I can't remember what else was in there. I remember that.
Human
But then-
Centipede
Human
2.
Centipede 2.
No, that was in 3. That was in 3 with this.
Weird.
Human Centipede 2 is so rough compared to the first one.
A lot more shit eating.
Oh, yes. So the first one is an actual scientist that wants to create this train and just see an experiment.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm down with this. He's a German guy. They get
I'm
kidnapped.
down
They
with
be
this.
tortured. But in the second one, it's black and white, and it's a sexually, physically, and emotionally abused guy that has come to adore the film The Human Centipede. So it's kind of meta in a way.
Nice.
And he wants to recreate of what he saw in the film. So he kidnaps and takes 10 people, but he's not a surgeon. So he just starts staple gunning them together. And he tries to pick like a wide array, not healthy human beings, but like pregnant women and like obese men and things like that, and staple them together and make a 10 train long instead of 3.
That's a lot.
And it's all in black and white, and he's putting centipedes up their asses too.
Right, just to add
Nice.
more meta.
It's
And
terrible.
3, there's like 1,000 people.
Yeah, they just keep going.
I've seen 3 and I can't remember.
The whole world.
That's the DVD cover. This one, I think the crux of our argument, and maybe I was wrong in totality, it was just like after a certain point, the gore kind of doesn't mean anything.
Correct.
Yeah,
right.
I agree.
And this was, I don't know, this was somewhere on the spectrum where I couldn't handle it even a little bit, just how graphic it was.
And yeah, like this is not, we're going to tell you right now, not a movie for the faint of heart, the weak stomached, the easily.
I don't know.
Not for the family on a game night.
No, not at all. But I've dabbled in tier 3, which this belonged in on that iceberg. It goes down to like tier 7, but we had kind of discussed tier 7 is probably just snuff films where it's like literal, like
Just like decapitations and shit.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Do
shit
the thing.
that like hurts your soul to watch? Even this
Yeah.
a little bit, I was like,
this
I
hurt.
don't-
Yeah,
I
I
don't
went outside right after finishing the
wanna do
movie,
this.
and it's like dusk. There's barely the sun coming out anymore. The streetlights have turned on. This orange gloom that's fallen over, and I was walking to the car, and I was just like, "This is horrifying. Something is different. Something's changed."
Oh, is he okay? Are you okay?
Spooky.
I had to pause at one point because I heard a bang upstairs. Because Marina was doing stuff, and I went
Yeah.
upstairs, and everything was fine.
There were 3
But-
separate times there was a noise, and you had to pause and be like, "What the fuck was that sound?"
But I went upstairs and I saw Callie, and she's crying. I went up and I
Yeah.
said, "Hi, beautiful,"
Yeah.
and then she smiled, and everything was better in the world.
Hmm.
So you can escape this, but and I think that was part
Takes
of the
9
crux of
months.
your argument too, where it was like you can always it's just film. You can like retreat yourself from what you're seeing, but some of
Sort
this
of.
stuff is very real when it's made. You can tell
Scary.
the horror and the torture and everything that's psychologically there to mess with you.
Yeah,
so.
that stuff. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, let's
I didn't-
discuss
I didn't like. Let's discuss.
the history. I found a little bit. Martyrs is a 2008 French psychological horror film, an international co-production of France and Canada. Martyrs was filmed in Montreal and screened at the French film market Marché du Film in May of 2008, where it incited audience walkouts due to its graphic and disturbing content.
Nice.
It was
My
released
guys.
theatrically in France on the 3rd of September 2008. Director and writer Pascal Lagier wrote the screenplay for Martyrs after being inspired by Eli Roth's Hostel from 2005. Another pretty graphic
I haven't seen it.
horror film.
He's the bear Jew
And intended to make a
in
movie.
Inglourious Bastards.
Oh.
Oh.
I haven't
It's
seen
Eli
it either.
Roth. No, he's a
and
guy.
He intended to, in quotes,
You'll
make
find
a
him.
movie about pain. Additionally, he was partly inspired by Carl Theodor Dreyer's The Passion of Joan of Arc from 1928 and based the film's
Weird.
final shot on a still of the dying Joan of Arc. The film received polarized reviews from critics and has been cited by some critics as being a part of the New French Extremity movement, an association Lagier has denounced. An American produced remake of the film bearing the same title did premiere in 2015. And that one actually had like a big cast to it. Let me see real quick.
I was in that movie.
You were not in that movie.
Brandon, can I
Seth?
borrow a Gatorade? Do you have any Gatorades I could borrow?
I do.
And I feel dehydrated. I'm gonna go grab one if that's
Yeah,
okay.
go for it.
Thank you.
Never mind. I was
Self-care.
thinking of something else. Oh, it was probably Crimes of the Future that I was looking at that had a big
Kristen Stewart's in that one.
Yeah.
Big in that main guy, right?
And Hugh Jackman was in one of these or something.
Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman's in Van Helsing.
He's in Van Helsing, that's what it was.
Like the guy.
But so that's what we've got. He was inspired by some art and some other horror films and
Some art, and
sat down. He wanted to make something about pain, which he did.
I can relate to that, I guess.
You can really relate. But with that, Let's guess
Is
a
it
budget.
budget time?
Budget time.
Budget time. Singing the song. It's Brandon's time.
To sing along. Now it's Seth's time. Can you guess the song?
The crime.
Oh, the crying. Nice. It is
Where's
budget
our-
time.
Budget marketplace going to settle at today? Beep, 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 beep.
Thoughts?
Huh?
Either of you
Thoughts?
guys can go first.
Oh, budget.
yeah.
Just any thought? Oh, budget thoughts.
I was so focused on the song, I didn't have any guesses. Who for
Go on. 4.
million?
Okay.
was
Ooh,
fun.
good guess.
Thank you.
Lucas?
Yeah. I'll go $1.5 million on this son of a bitch.
Okay.
American dollars, mind you, Brandon.
I have it in American.
Okay.
Okay.
One of you guys is so close.
So we're both pretty close then.
Yeah. It's $5 million.
Oh.
Ooh.
$5 million. I did the conversion at
It's
the
a good
time.
budget.
It was worth 3.4 million euros. Then I went to 2008. I did the conversion. It's 4.989 or something. So it's $5 million.
That's like $15 million in
It's
modern
like $600
America.
billion.
The
$9
inflation.
quadrillion.
The inflation's crazy. Yeah,
So-
I make 1,000 an hour, but you wouldn't believe the price of milk these days.
One half gallon is
The Weimar Republic out here.
Who?
It's a early German joke.
I didn't get it.
He didn't get it. He's an
I
idiot.
didn't.
I'm Polish.
Is Tigner Polish?
I think I'm like mostly Polish and German actually, but my joke is funnier if I don't.
Ah,
get it, but
Guten
I'm
Tag.
German. Ah, Guten Tag.
Auf
Ein, zwei,
Wiedersehen.
drei, bitch.
Guten Tag, you're it.
Did
Opening
you just count
weekend.
to 3 and then say bitch?
Yeah.
It's 5 3, bitch.
Vier,
Beach
fünf,
and
sechs, sieben, acht,
smock.
neun, zehn.
The
The whole
Felt-
gang.
And I've got
The whole
The
I've got
Mac with the
everything. So
thing.
opening weekend, Lucas?
Ein, zwei, drei.
In France?
Yes.
Shit. I'll say 800,000.
Okay.
That's,
Seth?
that's a good guess. That's a good guess. I don't know how into movies the French are.
But China?
Yeah, China loves movies. Those little fuckers.
They do. Pile in there. They don't go to school. They go to the movies.
I don't know, I'll just say 1.1 million.
Fucker.
I mean, both of you guys are so close, but the winner today is Lucas.
No.
Hey,
387,550.
slow roll.
It is a slow roll.
They
Now,
don't
I
like it. It's a
I have,
cigarette.
I have a total for you guys, but not US and Canada, France total, since it's a French film.
Makes
Seth?
sense.
I'm
Brain
gonna,
blast.
this is in total.
Yes.
France and Canada.
And customers. Quit flexing on them pose. And guess.
I'm gonna guess. I'll say 1.1 million again.
Okay.
That's a good guess. I'll say 2.4.
One of you guys is so close. And it's Seth. It is $723,611.
He's
Quit
flexing
on them
again.
hoes.
Are you tattling?
Tune into YouTube never to not see him flex.
Don't ever look at me.
I did put a little thing down here. The Weinstein Company had purchased the North American distribution rights to the film following its screening at Cannes, but producer Bob Weinstein was ultimately so revulsed by the film that they chose not to release it.
Oh,
The
the one
film-
thing the Weinsteins were revulsed by.
The film never received a theatrical release
about
in
him.
the United States and was instead released directly to DVD.
Is that a word? Revulse?
That's
Revulsive?
No.
repulsive.
Repulsed. Revolted.
It didn't give me an autocorrect thing. I just copy and pasted it. So revulsed must be a word too. And then last, worldwide, Lucas.
Me? I'll say
What?
$900,000.
Okay.
Is this round 3?
4.
You're up 2-1 right now.
We had opening weekend.
Opening weekend. French total.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
And the budget.
and budget.
Oh yeah, budget. That's what I was.
Remember,
missing.
you guessed the dime.
I guess
You guessed the
Wait,
crime.
this is worldwide. You say?
Yes.
And it was 600,000 before.
700.
725.
Well, Lucas, 1.1 million. I'll just say.
You're just sticking with it.
Yeah.
Tried and
For the
true.
late, great
One of you
Devin
guys
Hester.
is so
God.
close. And it's Seth. It's 1.149 million. So 1.15.
I'm gonna count it as spot on.
No, it doesn't
In
count.
my head.
No,
I
don't
get
do
an
it.
extra point in my head.
He cheats.
So
You
a
cheated.
$5 million budget. It only ended up making 1.15. So sad face for Martyrs.
Wah, wah.
Martyr, I hardly know her.
Nice.
Ugh.
But we're talking about it here, so
But we're talking
Win.
about it here, which means it's a win.
That's true. It's a Winnie.
It's not
it's
a winning.
win. It's gonna win a Moopy.
Oh, it would.
That's the biggest award.
Yeah. Most disturbing movie of all time award goes to Gooby.
Goopy.
the worst animal, the humans that tortured these poor girls, or Gooby.
Yeah.
Let's
get into the
It did
Gooby.
lose some money, but that's okay. It wasn't a crazy chunk that they put in, not a crazy chunk they lost. Taglines.
They lost more money than I'll ever make.
Yeah.
And you
Me
said it's
too.
not a big deal. They haven't finished
fucking
being
French.
alive. What the fuck?
They're not done yet.
What the hell?
I mean, it kind of makes sense with what goes on at the end of the movie.
yeah, but what a wild tagline. I love
They
it.
haven't finished being alive. Like, they haven't achieved that alive.
Seems like a
until they
mistranslation.
killed the people that have hurt them.
It's a beautiful mistranslation if it is.
Taglines of our own?
Yeah. How about farters?
Ooh.
Just change the title. Not a tagline.
Coming this
Mar-
fall.
Ooh, good time
I'm
to
trying to
come.
set myself up.
Oh.
This summer, Anna's down on her luck. But her best friend Lucy has a plan to get them on the right side of destiny.
I don't. It's an announcer like free associating his way through a trailer. It's like the movie's not even come up with yet. He's just like, well, could we do anything with that? We have the trailer made. We have to make the movie around it now.
Meet Mademoiselle. She's got crazy plans.
She's got a couple screws loose. None of these are.
But you know who
taglines.
has screws loose? The people she's torturing. Because Lucy got out, and now she's planning revenge.
It's true.
Tune in.
Have you
To
met
Martyrs
Staple
8.
Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, Staple Girl.
Yeah. Meet her friend, Staple Girl, woman that allows murder because her friend did it.
Mouth sewn
Dolan.
shut girl.
Xavier Dolan.
I was thinking like Martyr McFly goes back in time.
That's good. Martin
That's
McFly's
not
good.
bad. How about
Go back in
Mar-
time to help Martyr
Turd.
McFly. Martyred.
Nice. Like turd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a big old poop. Because that goes with farter too.
Yeah. Fart-turd. Nice.
or turd in
I
the
think
toilet?
that's this summer. Fart-turd in the toilet.
Lucy's
Meet
got to take a
farter.
dump.
Meet fart-turd. It's like a guy.
They're in a chamber that's in a chair with a bucket beneath them.
Got squishy shoes when you walk. There's fart turd.
It was here coming. You can smell him from a mile
He
away.
just carries so many whoopee cushions on him
Yeah.
at all times.
He's wearing
too.
like 4 fanny packs. He's got like one for each side of his body.
Yeah.
One for each butt cheek because it's
Yeah,
just
for
one
each
big
colon.
butt cheek.
It's just yeah,
Colonoscopy bag.
it's 2 colonoscopy bags and 2 like candy canes or something.
I was thinking it was 3 colonoscopy bags in a trench coat standing on top of each other,
That'd be pretty good.
making
That's
fart
fart
turd.
turd. Everyone's like, that's a real guy.
Voiced by Brandon.
Yeah, that's a perfect character.
Girl comes up. You got away with words,
She's
fart
got
turd.
away with words. Yeah, that'd be good. This is a good movie, I think.
Yeah.
So
Very
those are
chill.
good taglines.
Yeah.
Which means we can
Chill
get into
guy.
some facts.
Facts.
I don't got any. I can't think of any.
Torture facts.
He's so far away. He's already the same distance we are, but just his head
No,
is
he's
so
so
tiny.
he's in the other room. I don't think I have any, guys.
Out of facts. I'm all out of
Gore
facts.
facts.
Gore facts. Al Gore facts.
An inconvenient fact.
That's what I was just about to say.
What is that?
An inconvenient fact.
Nice.
Whoa.
Nice.
Scary.
What
Scary
about
facts.
Iran contraband facts.
Skin facts.
skin facts is pretty good.
Skim.
That's skim, yeah.
Skims.
Staple
You're
facts.
disagreeing with me.
Staple facts.
Staple facts. Staples facts. Like
Like
the
the-
department store.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah,
Department. Yeah.
I think I
Carter
like
used to work at Staples.
He did. He just moved to Washington, or he's moving on the 13th.
Yeah, so he can work at the ultra mega Staples.
No, he was going to move to Portland, and they were going to make him
As a
He worked
assistant
at
GM.
Paperclip.
They're going to make him just assistant manager. But then the manager there was being sketchy about pay and whatnot, so then he didn't go. So now he's moving to Spokane.
For what?
What do you mean for what?
What was he gonna
Sit over
do
there.
He was going to be assistant GM.
at Staples?
Yeah, in Portland.
What's in Spokane?
How's he gonna do that from Spokane?
Well, he was going to live in Portland, but then they're deciding not to, and they're moving to Spokane now.
So he can be assistant GM in Portland.
No, that job's off the table.
Then what is he doing in Spokane?
He doesn't know yet.
Why didn't you say that? I said, what's he gonna do in Spokane? You said, oh, we wanted to be assistant GM in Portland.
He did. Portland facts.
Okay, Portland facts.
Staples facts.
I
Seems like
kinda
we got
like
some
it,
good ones going.
I think we have to do Staples facts now. 'Cause I'm annoyed.
but I like an inconvenient fact.
Fine, just pick one. Let's
No.
just pause. No. Okay, Staples facts
Staples
on three.
fact.
One,
One, two, three.
Staples
The
facts.
staple.
It's the sound of us pausing.
Oh.
That's a false start.
Defense. I think we paused for long enough.
Let's get this rumble.
Dime.
Let's get this dime.
Let's get this
I
dime, bitches.
have 1, 2, 3, 4,
Dime,
5,
dime,
6,
6, 7.
7 bitches for you.
In my
7
Staples
staples.
facts.
Jumping
7
on
staples
in.
for you.
In my Staples facts.
First one. Mylene Jamponoy and Morjana Alui, the actresses that played Lucy and Anna, both stated in an interview that they would never work with director Pascal Lejour again.
Those aren't real names. Those aren't real women. Yeah. Just Boo Boo and Hoshan Han said they'd never work with Monsieur ever again. It's true.
Who knows? Yeah, they could be. They could be siblings. Who knows?
Yeah. I'd never know.
I guess we shouldn't be downplaying their victimhood.
Yeah.
It wasn't real. Oh, they're actual with the director guy.
Yeah.
Well, they just said they wouldn't work with him again. They didn't say it was abuse.
Yeah,
but
maybe
you have to
he's
assume.
stinky.
Maybe he just sucked at directing.
fart-turd.
Yeah. We'll never work with fart-turd again. I hate it here.
Next, the actress who played Anna, Marjana
Hell of a
Alui,
director, though. Yeah.
broke 3 bones during the movie shoot and had to stay in bed for 6 weeks.
How did she do that?
I don't know. Probably when that man was beating her or something.
I don't think he was actually beating her. I think that's movie magic.
Maybe
So it wasn't all that magical.
Yeah, he actually beat me.
I don't want to work with him.
I wouldn't either. Or fart-turd.
Rather work with fart-turd.
Next,
And the guy's
Pascal
being
He's
Lejour.
got a
to
great
punch
eye.
Yeah.
Director Pascal Lejour has confessed that he wrote the screenplay for the film in a state of clinical depression, bordering on suicidal thoughts, which is why the film is said to have a nihilistic and depressing subject matter.
You don't say.
Sorry, what was the beginning of this fact? And then the end part of
He-
it?
And what about the middle?
Yeah.
That too?
He's just sad because of the movie? Some
No,
guy?
he wrote this in a state of clinical depression and borderline suicidality,
Oh, yeah, that does check out.
which you added to the nihilistic and depressing subject matter.
Yeah, that's how Blue October used to write all their songs.
Hate me today!
Or Blue October because he was in the psych ward for the whole month of October.
Oh, nice.
And he's blue during that.
Mm.
It's like when September ends.
And then it's October. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's blue.
Yeah.
Next. The third build star, Catherine...
Zeta
Heigl.
Jones.
Nope. Both of you just immediately throwing out Catherine's.
My fault.
Get out of here, Kath.
Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
The third
Throwing her
build star,
out.
Catherine Begin, doesn't appear for the first 61 minutes of the film. This is Mademoiselle.
Yeah, I missed her.
Mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle.
Jesus. That was horrible.
Basically what it sounds like.
Tough to listen to.
Next. Critic Maitland McDonough notes that the film contains the theme of the Roman Catholic notions of sainthood and martyrdom in its exploration of spiritual transcendence via physical pain. Director Lagier himself stated that he intended to make the film's audiences, in quotes, feel real pain and to share it as part of an honest process of communion. It was a very Catholic process. I have a very Catholic mind.
They're dumb.
Hey, who brags about being Catholic in their mind?
Not like really, just in your mind.
My mind's eye.
I think like a Catholic.
Therefore, I
Look like
am.
an idiot.
Yeah.
I
Stay away
think,
from my
therefore, I
kids.
must come.
Have we talked about how they
Good.
think they're literally eating Jesus?
With the communion?
Oh yeah, that's so stupid.
You can buy so many communion
That's
wafers
not
on Amazon.
Jesus. Yeah.
You can buy Jesus on Amazon?
What, he's next day shipping all of a sudden? And
Not
he's
for Montana. It's like $5.
What happens when he comes out?
Yeah. It sucks he only gets to come twice. The second coming of Jesus. There's even a name for it.
Yeah.
Poor guy. He has to wait so long.
Built up.
When
Yeah.
Marita's
It's with
cousin
blood.
Leanne was
Tummy
here.
hurts.
That's Noah's Ark was surviving.
When Marina's cousin Leanne was here for when Callie was born, she lives in Seattle, and we had mentioned buying something on Amazon. She's like, "Oh yeah, that's perfect. You'll get it next day." And she's like, "Marina's like, what? No, we'll get it like Saturday." And it was like a
Yeah.
Monday. She's like, "Wait, what?" And she's like, "We don't live in Seattle. It doesn't get here."
Yeah.
But Leanne's like, "If I order it early enough in the day, it comes that day." I was like, "That's crazy."
The drone handed it to me.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
shakes my hand and says, "Have a good day,
It's
gorgeous."
Ichiro.
Suzuki.
What a
He's in
great
Seattle.
player.
That makes sense. So he's like stealing 3rd Street to deliver your package.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
He's heading
Thank
to
you.
your home run.
No.
With your
Oh
package.
yeah, too far.
Let's leave baseball puns to the guy that doesn't watch baseball.
It
Yeah.
was like, "Oh yeah, Ichiro was in Seattle."
Roe v. Wade.
Oh,
What's the next one?
Oh, that's good.
My
What's
next
the
one is
next
that in
one? What's the next one?
2017.
He's stealing your fetus.
No. Next, in
For your
2017,
package.
IGN named it as one of the best horror films of all time, ranking it number 32 in a list of 100 films, while Rolling Stone included it in a 2021 list of the greatest horror films of the 21st century.
How many?
I don't know how many were on there.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how many
Dumb.
horror films have been in the 21st century either.
Best 1,000 horror films of the 21st century. Number 1,000, Martyrs.
What are we doing?
Number
here?
999, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
What's going on?
What's going on? It's Tucker Carlson
I
doing
know.
movie reviews.
And last, nominations.
Used to be horror movies didn't make you want to throw up. Not anymore. Now it's all blood and penises
And honey.
and honey.
And penises.
Last is nominations. Let's see what I got.
What do you got?
What do I got? Nothing like super. The Fangoria Chainsaw Awards.
Ooh.
Chainsaw Award winner for Best Actress in Marjani Alawi.
Ooh.
Best Screenplay winner. Nominee for Best Limited Release.
This chainsaw screen.
Nominee for Best Supporting Actress. And for Mylene Jamponi. And nominee for Best Makeup or Creature Effects.
And these are all the chainsaw awards.
Yeah.
Best creature again.
Well, or makeup.
It's so funny to
Best
call something a
creature.
creature. Best creature.
Girl
Don't
Ghoul.
say it.
At the Fright Meter Awards, winner for Best Screenplay, winner for Makeup, nominee for Best Horror Film, nominee for Best Director, nominee for Best Supporting Actress for Mademoiselle. Best Makeup nominee at the
Mademoiselle.
Jutra Awards. The Scream Awards nominee for Best Foreign Movie. And the Catalonian International Film Festival, the Sitges, the grand prize of European Fantasy Film in Gold winner, winner for Best Makeup, and winner for Best European Fantasy Film in Silver and in Gold. Weird. So that's what we got. People seem to kind of like it. And the performances that actresses gave.
They loved it.
They did do pretty well. They played being tortured and scared very well.
They did.
But with that, we can get into the movie. Please don't make Nicole go through what they did. Let's make her do something stupid.
Yeah, like
let's turn her. Let's.
What if she just
turn her inside out?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Let's pull her tongue out.
Put a fly on it.
Yeah, like she's a frog,
and then she could taste it.
Yeah,
while
she
it's out
sings
of
like
body.
some ribbity blues type stuff.
We solder her toes together so it looks webbed.
Yeah.
Yes. Put her on a boat on a lily pad in the water.
Let's drop her off a building.
Jesus.
Yeah.
We're turning into a frog.
Like just a 1-story building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
she
like,
lands on all fours.
Like jump frog. Prod
Kick her
like
off.
one of those cattle prods.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're cattle prodding Nicole Frogman.
Give her some gills.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, frogs have gills. Toads don't have gills.
Is that true, Dan?
I think frogs are amphibious, and I don't think toads are. So,
I think they both are.
So we give Nicole gills, and
With
she
a
has
knife.
we put a penis on her because frogs can't be girls,
They can't?
obviously.
On her
Oh,
back.
yeah, duh.
On her back for the world to see.
On her
so it's
forehead,
like, that's
like
a frog,
like
right
a
there.
unicorn.
Drop her off at town square.
They'll see a giant green woman with her toes melted together and a penis on her back and say, "Yep, that's a frog."
And a fly on her half cut off tongue.
Say you're next
Yeah.
if taxes don't come down.
Nicole Frogman is a senator now, or what?
No, we're threatening.
No, she's a
senators.
message.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
a message. We've
she's-
stapled what Lucas said onto the back of her.
Right next to the penis.
Yeah,
But then she's also carrying a
the
letter.
balls is a hostage note.
She's carrying a letter too.
Yeah,
It says,
this is. Please contact my family. I haven't seen them in years.
there we go. Nicole Frogman.
Yeah, that's good.
She's not a
Good
kid.
job,
man.
Ian. Nice, easy week for her.
This isn't even the worst thing we've done to her.
Oh, no, this is light work.
It's the-
Remember when we turned her into a plane and you stretched her
She
out like a
9/11s?
plane? No, we stretched her
We
out
did.
like a
9/11?
plane.
Yeah, we
Well,
did.
she probably did. But you enter her through her liver hole where she had a liver transplant.
That's right. Yeah,
Good stuff.
very good stuff.
The movie. Let's do it.
Movie.
Movie. A young girl is running from a warehouse,
Young girl.
screaming, crying,
Have you
limping,
found a reason to live yet?
and she is beaten and bloody.
This is a good
Runs-
scene.
Keeps looking back to this warehouse. Very good scene.
Yeah.
Good shot. And then it cuts to stock footage of the same girl with an eye patch on. And it appears that they're doing some sort of documentary, or at least documentation of the incident. The living situations were gruesome.
Some sort of
and-
documentary
Or documentation.
of the event in question.
Could have been. I don't know. That's a stretch.
Yeah.
But the living situations, they were gruesome. She was clearly beaten, tortured, and raped. She is now stuck in what seems to be some sort of group home.
Well, they said specifically she wasn't raped.
I'm pretty sure later they said she was.
No.
There's no way
Like,
she
in the-
wasn't.
In the documentary, that's what they said specifically.
Oh, that there was
no evidence of it. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not saying that she.
Oh, they
wasn't,
did
I
say
guess,
that.
but
I
that's
did
what-
notice that, yeah.
What the fuck? Does everybody just start listening to me all of a sudden?
Shut up.
It's nice.
Um,
It is
Your
still
hair
the
looks
time.
nice.
Thank you. It's there now, which is awesome.
eh.
Tune in to Go Fuck Yourself. actually.
Ooh.
But she's now
Sounds
stuck in some sort of group home or an orphanage of some sort. But she doesn't really interact well with the other kids. Shows some severe PTSD signs. But she ends up
Severe.
She ends up making a friend with another girl that doesn't have any other friends either. This friend is Anna. Our main girl is Lucy.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
roomies.
assume that she doesn't have any friends. We don't know that.
Assumedly. I mean, they did say she doesn't seem to like hanging out with any of the other kids.
Lucy?
They're
No,
roomies.
that's what the doctor said
About Anna?
about Lucy.
I just said Lucy and you said no.
They're roomies.
Thank you, Lucas. They were roomies.
The roomie. But her friend was actually being shown this maybe documentary or at least some documentation of the incident. The doctors were like-
Investigation.
They were like, well, you need to see this. Hopefully you can give us some more information. Apparently Lucy doesn't really talk about the situation she was in, but Anna can help give some details. She does say that she has told her about some stuff that's happening, but really nothing crazy. I do see it.
Legs.
Nice. And one day Lucy doesn't go to lunch. Anna knows immediately what's going on. She runs into Lucy's room and into the bathroom to see that she's in her tub and cut her arms. But Lucy keeps stating that it wasn't her that did this. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
Like Shaggy.
It's gnarly. Already gnarly.
Yeah.
I don't like cutting stuff.
Damn, bro.
Ambro?
Damn,
What we
bro.
put-
Brandon just bought $40,000 worth of crypto live on air.
He did, and it's gone.
Oh no.
Brand just lost $40,000.
Where was I? I was in the Holiday gas station
The Holocaust.
That's what I was gonna say.
on Grand and Shiloh.
Yeah.
And in there's an ATM by the exit door. But on the other side of it was a Bitcoin
Sandwich.
exchange,
Oh yeah, I've been seeing those places.
like ATM. And I was like, the fuck?
Yeah, you see them in casinos and shit too.
Huh.
It's weird.
In the
That's
film
really weird.
Casino.
Yeah.
You see him in the 1992 film Casino.
Well, check this out. I bit my coin, and now it's worth $40,000.
Online.
I think
Online.
Bitcoin's only worth 26 right now.
Damn, it dropped.
It's been like that for a year or so. But yeah, she says it wasn't me that cut myself. And so it's bedtime. Lucy prepares for bed by putting a chair underneath the door handle so nothing can get in, but then noises occur, making Lucy stir in her sleep. But Anna doesn't seem to notice anything. And this is where we first started to get scared, was there were uses of subtle noises in here, like wind howling and
I like
the
this,
little-
the sound design, but I didn't like some of the music choices.
sure.
I mean, kind of beside the point right now, but just a thought.
And just little things. It
Classic
made
horror
it
stuff.
spectacularly scary. And then boom, the doors open, but the chair is still propped underneath.
Yeah, like a slam door open.
Yeah.
Shit was loud.
I put jump scare from hell as something scurries past her behind her. It's just a shadow
It's
that
like
you
a
can
dog.
see. So Lucy runs to her bed, hides under the covers, as something is sneaking quickly around the room. And she pulls the covers down, opens her eyes to see just a demon of some sorts at the end of her bed.
A ghoul.
So then I went, oh! Like,
Yeah.
genuinely terrified.
Wasn't expecting anything like supernatural in this film.
Yeah.
And
And
here's
she
a
just gets
ghoul.
back under the covers.
Yeah.
She's like, well, this sucks.
I literally did all this research on the film and never came across Girl Ghoul.
Yeah. Which is what we called her the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
Girl ghoul. It's like saying gurgle, but
Gurgle.
like slowly.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
Gurgle.
so after that, 15 years later, a young girl in a nice house is running from someone, and then is tackled and held down. You're like, oh shit, something's happening. But this was all like playful horseplay between her sibling over a love note that she had stolen. I thought that was pretty good filmmaking to
Pretty
kind
good
of
Yeah.
switch up, yeah.
yeah.
It's Xavier Dolan, probably.
His specialty. It's making you
His
think
kid.
somebody's in danger.
The switcheroo.
But then they're in love. Yeah, the switcheroo, the classic Xavier Dolan switcheroo.
And it's just all playful. This didn't come into play anymore, but I put newspaper clipping of a butterfly 100-meter girls champion. This is the daughter of this family.
Yeah.
And I was trying to figure out where Lucy fit into this family. I was like, is she going to be the mom? Is this a flashback to her as a
maid.
kid? Sure, a maid? I didn't know. This older brother in this family is able to go to like a big graduate law school, but he doesn't seem too interested. the family bicker about, education is important, soccer is important.
Soccer is important.
They
Swimming
seem
was important.
meat's important than soccer. They're very well-to-do, normal family.
Yeah.
Meat's first.
Probably upper middle class French family.
Yeah, they had like the 2008 equivalent of a smart
They're upper class.
smart fridge.
Smart.
Yeah, yeah, they live in a cabin in the middle of nowhere. Basically, is what the house looks like.
Yeah, they're upper class.
Yeah.
And then the doorbell rings.
Ding dong,
Dad's
just
like-
like that.
Oh, what is the noise at the beginning, like a news show?
Uh-huh.
Beep, 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 beep.
Your door is ringing.
Ding dong.
Someone is here. Breaking news. The doorbell is going off.
That's the breaking news.
Yeah. Breaking news.
What happens if somebody
Breaking
like,
and entering.
That's what it's breaking in news. Someone
Yeah.
is in your home.
Yeah.
That's
It's your
good.
ADT alarm system. Someone's here illegally.
We are calling the cops now.
It's doing like it's half news voice, half monster truck rally voice.
break in, break in, break in.
This
Starring
midnight.
the police.
Yeah. Now it's a sitcom intro. The burglar's like turning
Yeah.
the camera and smiling and freeze frame. All the police are turning around at once.
Alf's there.
Alf's there.
Eating
He's halfway
cats.
done eating it. It's like slurping him. He's like finishing the rest quickly.
It's featuring.
Blood all over his mouth.
There's a special guest star. Oh, not that cat anymore. I guess it's Alf.
But yeah, so the doorbell rings. Dad goes to answer it and opens it up to a hooded woman. Immediately pulls out a shotgun, blows his guts out, enters the house, walks up to the mom, just shoots her in the fucking chest.
The executions were pretty brutal too. Yeah, I didn't like these either.
Yeah, they're too sudden. But sometimes death is.
Oh, good point.
Shut up.
And
Fuck
then,
you.
then she,
Fuck you.
ooh, well, then she walks over to the son, and she's like, "Did you know what your parents have done?" And
The
he
child,
just-
not the star in the sky.
Yeah,
Correct.
I
Sorry.
actually did get that mixed up.
Sorry, yeah, she
Son, parentheses, S-O-N.
she walked into the star in the sky. No, she walks
No.
up to the.
Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
no,
it-
don't.
She
She
took
walks
the
up.
star bridge directly to our son.
She walks.
Sorry, typo.
She walks up to the son of the parents.
Yes. Meet the
The star in the sky is all of our sons. The male child of said
Xavier
shot
Dolan.
parents.
Meet the Fox.
Xavier Dolan, yeah. And she's like, "Do you know what they have done?" I can't remember what he said. Did he
He
say
didn't
it?
say anything.
Oh, he
He
just-
just said.
He like
it.
shrugged or
panicked.
something.
Well, he doesn't. She doesn't
Yeah.
answer. He doesn't answer correctly.
I think it
So
was kind of ambiguous if he did know anything or not.
she shoots him through the chest, and then the daughter had run away. Not the other thing in the sky. Not
Yeah.
that daughter.
Yeah.
No.
Daughtry.
The Chris Daughtry runs
Daughtry.
away, and so she goes to follow. Hooded woman
With
goes
arms
to
wide
follow. She's hiding underneath the mattress. She's standing on top of the mattress, bouncing, shoots through the mattress. Daughter runs out and then brains her basically.
Bang!
The girl with the gun is now crying and screaming, going up to the mom, the dead mom's body, shaking it, asking why she did this to her, and then fires the gun into the ceiling. Really nice shot as it fired the gun into the ceiling, and birds flew away out of the trees. But there were like thousands of birds.
I don't know how they got that many
Billions.
birds. That's probably what the millions of dollars were on.
You should see our
bird
backyard
shit.
at like 10:30 a.m.
Just a fucking 100 birds
There
out there.
literally like 100 birds.
You should let
We
the
have that-
dogs out.
We have
You
that
should
bird
let the
feeder
dogs
there,
out. Oh yeah, that's right.
and every neighborhood bird is here now. We fill the whole thing up.
Yeah,
It's gone the next day.
that's awesome. I forget birds will do that.
They're
That's so-
nuts.
That's so cool.
But Anna, the little girl,
Anna's
the
son.
little friend girl from the beginning, not that son. She's in a parking lot when a payphone gets called. Can you call a payphone?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You can.
you just have to know the number to call. But
Mm. Well, she gets a call on a payphone. She runs to answer it. Lucy has called her, saying what she has done.
it's a
So
whole
Lucy,
movie based on calling a payphone.
Lucy, I'm home.
Yeah, you have some splaining to do. Backhand.
So Lucy was the one with the shotgun. She says what she has done. Anna then gets the address of the house and is on her way. And Lucy is in the house alone, waiting
The house
when
of
she hears
diamonds.
noises stirring. Seth and I were freaking out again. She's looking all around. She shoots like the banister or like the doorway
Oh yeah.
of one thing. And all of a
Trigger
sudden
happy.
she turns around.
And guess who it is?
Monster person.
Yep, girl ghoul.
Girl ghoul.
Girl ghoul.
Girl boss ghoul.
And she's slashing away.
It's a naked human body, like basically like looked like it was like drinking the blood from the dead mother's body.
Yeah, or something, or playing with it.
Yeah. And so she comes around the corner, she sees it, but it runs away. So Lucy smothers her hand in the dead mother's blood,
Yeah.
saying, "I killed them."
Check this out. That's what she was saying.
Oh yeah.
The blood in her
I
hand.
thought you were about to do
I'm
something.
like doing a flip over here. Whoa, guys, you see what? Yo, you have to tune into whatever to see what Seth do a backflip.
Seth did a
for
flip
real.
with wine.
Yeah, and didn't spill a drop. I
Um,
did that once playing football with a beer in my hand. Fourth of July barbecue. One-handed catch, somersault. Not a drop spilled, baby.
of wine?
That was a beer. It's like
Everybody
Coors
got
Light.
pregnant
Everybody got pregnant just from watching the most manly thing they'd ever seen.
from their partners. So you went home alone. Yeah.
I did go home alone that night, actually,
So-
crying.
That same simultaneously, everyone got pregnant from their partners, and everyone hated Chris
Yeah, but they loved Raymond.
and loved Mel. So then she's walking around with this blood on her hand, saying, "I killed them," and we're like, Seth and I again were like, "Fuck, what's gonna happen here?" But it was like a bump in music fight
Oh yeah, it calmed me down a bit.
as
Nice
this
groove line.
naked creature, girl ghoul, grabs the knife that Lucy was holding and just starts slicing up her back. Lucy ends up getting away and hiding in maybe a closet of some sort, and has visions of her being trapped in a room similar to this.
PTSD shit.
Yeah.
Some
She was
flashbacks. Some more Southern
Flashbacks of
visions.
her being spoon-fed some
Gruel, we'll say.
girl gruel,
Girl gruel.
and also
Girl
being
dinner.
being pretty much
Being
girl
force-fed.
dinner.
Yeah.
Biting,
Biting a spoon.
yeah,
Throwing up.
teeth on metal spoon.
Yeah. That's how Hunter used to eat soup.
Oh my
That
god,
asshole.
I was a roommate with him 3 different times. I know how he ate soup.
Yeah. Like an idiot.
He would get so high in our dorm room
Yeah.
and would eat so much popcorn, just one piece at a time, open mouth. I'm like, Hunter.
Yeah. No teeth either, so it's the hardest way to digest it. Mashing popcorn with your open tongue
He's a
mouth.
douche.
So I would put on
Douche.
NBA
We love
2K13
him.
on the Xbox 360
I love it.
on my tiniest little TV that I had in my room and play that instead. Classic. So she's hiding. She's having all these flashbacks and whatnot. And then she opens the closet door and the thing is still right there. Stabs her through the hand. So she pushes it out of the way, exits the house, and runs outside where she bumps into Anna.
Bang.
Anna goes inside to look for the girl ghoul, and she stumbles across all the bodies. Like, she could have given her a little warning. There is blood everywhere.
The demon in my brain is in
Didn't
the
she?
house.
Yeah, she didn't say that, but she did say like before, like I killed people. You gotta come clean this up.
Yeah.
Oh, she didn't say it explicitly, but you could probably assume that's what she did.
The deed is done.
She was like, I did what I had to do, man.
The deed is done meant they went in, they notarized a bounding contract that says we can't mess with each other anymore, and that's it.
Yeah.
That was the deed.
Yeah.
Well, Anna comes in, she begins to cry, puke all over at the side of the dead dog.
That was nice.
That one really got her.
Yeah. Because she's so young.
Yeah. And Anna starts sewing up Lucy's hand and back and starts to bring down all the bodies into this creepy like basement bathroom.
Yeah.
All like dark tile and seemed unfinished to me. That's the scary, an unfinished bathroom.
In this economy,
Yeah. They were probably remodeling.
2008.
Rich busters.
Whoa, I forgot about this. Anna kissed Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, because she was like, check out this dead lady's hand. Look what I had to go through. Like made her smell it and shit. And then she hugged her,
Yeah.
hugged her back. Anna hugged Lucy back, and Lucy was like kissing her on the cheek and stuff, being like, "Hey, everything's cool." And Anna was like, "Okay, I guess we're just like Brain and I kissing basically." But Lucy didn't want it.
Seth didn't want it.
I didn't want it.
So Lucy, they're staying overnight because I got to get rid of the bodies. Lucy is sleeping in the daughter's bed, and she looks out the window
Bold
to
move.
see Anna burying the bodies during a thunderstorm in the world's largest hole.
Yeah.
I hope Anna dug this hole.
Yeah,
That's so impressive.
no,
Good
that's what I call a
implication.
martyr.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as she's burying people, I put a note here because Seth and I both kind of noticed it. Did I just see one of the bodies slightly breathe in the bathroom? Because the mom's there. It was really sad when they threw the bodies into the shower because the son and the boy child of the dead parents and the dad were just kind of thrown about.
Yeah.
But the daughter was like thrown onto the mother's chest, like in the corner of the unfinished shower. And
Well, they shouldn't have been a creepy family.
I mean, that's true. But
It's true.
it's
true. Now.
I thought I saw the daughter on top of the mom's chest rise just a little bit. And I was like, is somebody breathing back there?
Yeah, I thought it was the daughter.
I did too. Anna goes back to the basement bathroom to rinse her mouth out. She looks in the mirror to see the mother looking at her still alive, like grasping onto life.
Ugh.
Lucy had the most
Chills.
chapped lips.
Yeah, she did.
Who
I can fix her.
more chapped
She's a
lips?
beaut.
More chapped lips, Lucy or
Mel.
no, I was going to say Prince
Mac?
Zuko wearing that mask
Oh yeah.
where you could only see his lips through it in Avatar.
Dev Patel's chapped ass lips.
Or Mac.
Or Mac.
Mysterious ass creature.
Yeah. Mysterious ass.
But so
creatures'
the mom's still
lips.
alive. And Lucy hears from the bedroom the mother screaming, comes down to investigate, but Anna stays silent about the whole thing about her being alive and throws out the daughter's body. And as Anna is burying the body of the daughter, Lucy begins to scream. And she is caught in the upstairs bathroom with Girl Ghoul. And this, all the times that you've seen Girl Ghoul up to this point, it's been hands, it's been legs,
It's been
it's been a shadow.
But
Yeah.
now we get full frontal nudity of the ghoul.
That is true. A lot of nudity in this.
Yeah.
Not partial nudity,
No.
but not good.
Now she
nudity.
keeps losing her shirt.
Losing his shirt. Pussy squatting right onto the camera lens. Shit was crazy.
Don't say that.
You're getting China to Chinese chicken.
It's true.
Sure.
She had a drumstick.
Chicken to China, to Chinese chicken.
She had a drumstick and her brain stopped ticking.
It's crazy.
Yeah, he wrote that
Wasn't
song in
it
like
five in the
half an
nighttime?
hour.
Well, so is Bohemian Rhapsody.
No,
Yeah.
the song was not written in half an hour.
No, it was written in like 2 hours.
I guess I'd believe that.
What's a
Took-
more incredible feat? 1 week
One
by
week
the
and
bare
30
naked in
minutes.
30 minutes, or
It took Rachel Platten like 5 years to write Fight Song.
this is my
That's
flight
dog
song.
shit.
That one? Really?
Yeah,
That song sucks so
that
bad.
sucks.
That's the worst song I've ever heard.
I think it was nominated
Yeah.
for best song at the Grammys that year.
Really?
Yeah.
And you still like respect those people.
No, I don't think it's that great, but I think just
No,
giving a little counter argument.
I'm saying you respect the Grammys enough to value their opinion.
No, not usually.
Okay, that makes sense. What is this movie we're watching?
So Martyrs are directed.
Girl,
today.
girl. You see the whole girl.
Her
You
whole
do.
thing.
You get to see her whole face. Her mouth is sewn shut.
Mouth shut,
Poor
titties
thing.
out,
Yeah.
Scars evident.
busted.
No,
She's busted.
probably. But Lucy continues to yell. She's like, I killed the whole family and even the children. You're like, what's going on here?
Yeah,
We were trying to figure out if Girl Ghoul is maybe her past
victim.
self or
yeah.
what was going on. And Anna is trying to break into the door to the bathroom, but it's been locked. She finally breaks in, frees Lucy. They go to hide in a room where she starts to have flashbacks again to the day she escaped the torture chamber. The mom was force feeding her the gruel.
Girl gruel.
The girl gruel.
Girl dinner.
And she wasn't eating it. So she undid her things to beat her. But young Lucy had like backed her up and pushed her over a little. Thank you. Pushed her over like a little hook in the ground or something.
Yeah.
Broke her ankles, crossed her up. Hezzy tweened, down she went.
Yep.
Literal broken ankle. And as she escaped, she comes across another room with another tortured girl in there. This girl was chained up and had her mouth sewn shut as well. This is the same girl. This is Girl Ghoul.
Oh no.
They were once sisters.
Basically.
Yeah.
Or something.
Sisters in depravity.
But Lucy didn't save the other girl and she ran to go get help instead.
Yeah. She said, I'm sorry.
So she has this demon coming
Guilt.
back, her inner demons of guilt fighting with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But present day Lucy hears Anna and the mother struggling to get her out. So she breaks out the second story window that she's in and catches them in the living room, where she pushes Anna aside, grabs a little mini sledgehammer, and just bludgeons her head in with the hammer.
To death.
Oh, yeah. Flattens that
Finishes
boy.
it off.
Fucking got her, dude.
And Lucy ends up on a rampage. She starts using that little sledgehammer, breaking vases and windows and shelving and walls. Just as she walks towards Anna with the hammer, you're like, oh shit, she's going to kill Anna. But she doesn't. She turns around to see Girl Ghoul at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. Like kind of upside down, like crawling.
Like
on her
Morbius.
back. Yeah, like Morbius style.
Hanging upside down.
Yeah. Chilling with my homies.
Drinking blue blood.
Yeah.
They got bad blood, bro.
That's true.
But she sees Girl Ghoul up there. She doesn't seem to be scared of her this time.
No, Girl Ghoul seems a little more pleasant to talk to.
Little.
She's got a vibe about her.
You get her number?
Who's emo? I'm gonna take her out.
Where to?
I don't know. Olive Garden, maybe?
Nice. What are you going to order?
Gruel.
No.
That's all she knows.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Her mouth is sewn shut, though.
Yeah. I could just put in her blood or something.
Is this your legless woman?
No, it's not my legless
Oh,
one.
okay.
She had legs
She
strength.
she didn't have legs. Oh, Girl Ghoul did.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying your girl.
No, I know.
Because your girl didn't have a mouth either, but you're injecting syrup into her.
Was I?
Yeah, because you're at Denny's.
Oh, yeah.
The nicest Denny's in the Upper East Side of Brooklyn.
That's right.
In the
Me and Elaine.
circle booth.
She was worth it.
You and Elaine.
Elaine.
If you're on a date with Elaine, where are you taking her, Lucas?
Your mom's house.
Oh!
God.
What's my mom making?
Fucking babies with us. No, we're probably going to the cinema. Probably going to some nice French, Italian, or something after.
I love that you called it the cinema, not the movies or anything.
Well, yeah, it's Elaine May.
I know. Well, Gurgle comes down the stairs.
You're saying it so fast. Gurgle's here.
Gurgle's here and comes down the stairs.
If she's
Gurgle's
hungry.
all over. But Lucy isn't afraid because the whole family's dead. Gurgle hugs Lucy for her deeds and then begins to calmly cut her arms with a box cutter.
Mm-hmm. The ghoul.
Yeah, the ghoul cuts Lucy's arms slowly.
Yeah, because the girl ghoul,
Gurgle.
Lucy's guilt demon,
Yeah.
we'll call her. She killed the people to get revenge for her.
Yes.
Oh, and for herself as well.
So now that
But-
she's killed the people that have harmed her,
Yeah.
there's no need for her to be around.
No, she also harmed her by not freeing her that day. She's
Correct.
part of her own guilt.
Correct.
Yeah. So she's like subconsciously finishing herself
So
off.
there's
Yeah.
one more person that needs to be killed off for her to be set free.
Yeah, she's part of the guilt. It's not like she's like there's no need for her anymore. It's
Correct.
that she's part of the problem in her own brain.
But as she's being cut, Lucy she cries and she like screams, but she takes it. She doesn't like freak out. She
Yeah.
just gets her arms cut open.
Quit that.
Hey, don't. That kind of hurts. But Anna starts to crawl around the corner to see only Lucy cutting herself. and start banging her head against the wall, all while Lucy hallucinates Girl Ghoul doing it to her. So she gets up, she freaks out from Girl Ghoul again, runs out the window with the box cutter into the woods, and slits her own throat as Anna
That's
watches.
nice.
Did you think when she slit her throat that
That's
something was
nice.
going to come out of the front of her throat?
I don't know if he was watching very closely.
No, I was packed out, yeah. But no, I
We-
wasn't
we
expecting
did.
like a bug or nothing.
No, it looked like a baby was crowning.
Yeah, it
I
did.
said, right, if Girl Ghoul comes
Turns
out
out
of
it
her
was just a
fucking
ton of
throat,
blood. Yeah. If
Um,
Girl Ghoul.
that's right. If something comes out of her throat, not blood,
Yeah.
but something else.
Yeah.
Gotta specify there. So Anna is all alone inside the house with dead Lucy when she decides she wants to call her mom.
And so she does.
She
I haven't
does.
checked in on a while.
True. And as she's on the phone, something grabs the little sledgehammer through a glass pane on a bookshelf.
I don't know if anything did.
I don't think so. It might have just fallen.
It must have, yeah. The window's open, the wind blew it down or something, but yeah.
So
I
it
didn't see a
falls down.
hand.
Yeah.
Well, you assume so at
You
first,
assume
just
something
the whole
is,
movie's
yeah.
making you anxious.
Girl Ghoul, maybe.
Yeah.
But it falls down. She leaves her mom just on the phone. Her mom's like,
Hello?
"You still there? Like, what's going on? Do you need me?" She also said, she did say, like, if you need me, you let me know, because apparently her mom can pull some strings or has some power. I don't know. But
I think she's just a mom.
it fell through the glass pane on the bookshelf. So she opens up the drawers to the bookshelf to see a dark cement staircase heading down to a medical torture chamber. And this is where I was about to shit myself.
Yeah.
It was so dark down there.
So dark, so scary. You have no idea what's down there.
Something has just
Smelly.
pulled a sledgehammer down there.
You think a spirit's grabbed the sledgehammer, some guy's gonna beat her with it.
She has no light.
Yeah, and she's like, I better go
It's
down
a
here.
chilled torture chamber.
It's pretty
Super
chill
chill.
when she turns the lights on. There's
want
like
more
nice
wine?
decorum.
Decorum.
Fuck. Yeah, I'll do a little more.
There you go.
Thanks. In
Um,
Japan, we'd pour these for each other.
wow. Well, she
Konnichiwa.
goes down there where she sees like a medical torture chamber, not just like
Ding.
simple chains hanging from, a dilapidated thing. It's like
You can't even see it's red.
nice. It's like a legit like medical torture.
Oh,
chamber.
God, he's
There
gone.
are- Girl Ghoul got him.
Did he hide under the table while I wasn't looking?
I swear to God, if he jumps up right now, I'm gonna be so scared.
It'd be so
I'm
funny.
so pissed. Well,
Ah!
well, it is like I said, a legit medical torture chamber. Like it looks legit.
Yeah.
And
There's no
she's-
weapons or anything anywhere. It's just like looks like it would have a dungeon
Yeah.
somewhere. Yeah.
And so she starts to walk through. She did turn on some lights, which helped my anxious anxiety a little bit.
Yeah.
But she starts walking around,
And your
and there was
vision
this. What?
helps your vision as well.
Oh, which helped me see after she turned the lights on.
This music was nice as she walks around because it was slow. It was monotonous. It was just like a subtle bass, and it was like a heartbeat, while little small clings and screeches occur. Like she walks up to this padlocked
Cellar and
trap door. Yeah.
Yeah.
And she finds all the keys. She's able to like rummage through them, but like as she's-
Rummage time.
rummage time. What was that, skateboard kid?
Yeah, and he said grubbing time.
Yeah.
I
That's
could
right.
not understand what he was saying.
Rummage time.
What is rummage time?
Hey, guys, you can't start without me.
For once.
Scarecrow on a skateboard.
Yeah. All right, so she's unlocking the door that is
And God,
locked.
so
and
she's
she
in
clearly
this
shouldn't be
thing.
going into.
She's making so much noise.
Oh yeah,
A spirit ghoul murderer killer is right behind you somewhere
presumably.
with a sledgehammer,
Presumably.
and you
Oh,
are.
you see the sledgehammer on the stairs when she goes down.
That's right.
earlier.
But you're jingling keys, slamming padlocks around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She drops the ladder down. Brandon goes, "Bitch, could you be a little quieter?"
but this little heartbeat bass like music was like so good, and it kept building, and then you just hear like a ding. You like
Yeah.
Seth. There was like, fuck was
Well, there's a
that?
speaker right behind me, like in the wall, so it does a lot of the background noises
Yeah.
for movies that we watch.
That's nice.
And usually it's like a zooming sound from a plane, but this movie it's like the smallest sound that even Brandon's like, I didn't hear it.
Yes, literally
That's good sound
in your
design.
left,
It's very
literally
good
in
sound
your
design.
left ear.
It makes me feel like I'm going insane though, which is already a problem.
But she finds the latch chamber with the ladder and heads down. just drops the metal ladder too. You couldn't have done it a little.
Yeah.
So she drops it down and heads down, and inside she finds a cachectic, naked woman
Cachectic.
tied up with like metal over the top of her head, covering her eyes, scars all over her, exposed bone.
Yeah.
She's
This
wearing,
is, I was like, I'm out of here.
wearing metal underwear. And this is where you called it quits, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, don't need this. Sorry, boys. I got a good streak now of not finishing movies, but I'm out of here.
It's got to keep the streak alive, baby.
Well, she brings her out of the dungeon, but realizes that her condition is too severe and she can't take care of her. So she takes her into a bath and washes all her wounds, and she helps remove the metal cap that she had on covering her eyes. But to do so, there were like industrial staples that can go through metal into her skull. So she takes like a screwdriver and removes them from her skull.
That's nice.
And then takes off the metal thing, which basically scalped her as it took her off.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, horrifying.
Really cool. And Anna passes out by Lucy's body, wakes up to find Eyeball Woman screaming, and has she got a cleaver or something, like a chef's knife,
Oh, yeah. I don't know where she found it.
sheathing the skin on her arms and trying to cut her arm off.
That's cool.
Anna tries to stop her, but she's strong as hell. And I was like, she shouldn't be that strong. She's been trapped down in this dungeon
She
with,
should have atrophy.
no muscle mass whatsoever.
No head.
She tries to escape when someone shoots her through the head, and she collapses in front of Anna. And I was like, oh shit, it's Lucy or something. What are you looking up?
I'm just looking up a quote
From
from the movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
In
Somebody
French.
shoots her in the head. I was like, oh my god,
It's hard to find.
it's Lucy, but it wasn't. A bunch of people in all black clothing come in and see all the death and realize that the phone lines have been disconnected. I thought that it might have been the Anna's mom had sent somebody to go check in on her or something because
Oh.
she hadn't answered the phone or anything, and she said she could help her out in a way, but it wasn't, Seth.
Oh, no.
It wasn't.
I said no, thank you. I didn't have a guess.
That's fair. They ask Anna who she is. They were like, "Who brought you here?" And they're like, "Lucy." And they're like, "Ah, Lucy."
Man.
And they're like, and they ask like who she is, and then they take her down into the medical dungeon. Anna ends up being handcuffed into a chair, and an older lady, Mademoiselle, Monsieur Marcel,
Madam? I think it's just Mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle,
Nah, you're saying too much.
Mademoiselle.
Hunter'd be pissed right now.
Oh, he'd be saying, Mademoiselle.
Both of us now know what we're talking about.
Mademoiselle.
She's like a pimp.
Hunter?
No,
She's
Mademoiselle is.
Yeah.
She's like the
a
head.
madame.
to the nines, head to toe, all purple.
Yeah.
Holding a goblet, and she's got
A
9 rings
cane.
on her fingers.
No.
Yeah, 9 rings on one finger. That's just-
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Every single ring is a class ring
Yeah. Every
dope.
year,
from her high school.
every year she was held back.
Yeah.
'Cause
She's so
like an
cool.
idiot.
So that's
Yeah.
Mademoiselle.
Yeah, she's sick as shit. She
And
looks
she
like
comes
Madame
down.
Zeroni.
She's like the head of all the black clothed people with their motive. She comes in,
noir.
sits down to tell her about their mission, basically, and how young women are the most susceptible to experiencing hallucinations
And pregnancy.
and transfiguration, a state in which after you have reached basically no wit's end and have been tortured, you start to succumb to your own imagination and see other people, basically.
Yeah, well, she's saying there's
Like
2
a
parts of it.
Plane or
There's,
something.
like, people, when they're on the verge of death, you torture them for so long, all they know is pain, and you've deprived them of their humanity. They become victims, but there's a small chance you become a martyr.
Correct.
And young women are more likely to become that.
They
And
are
the
the
martyrs
perfect-
don't. The victims see visions. That's when they see the monsters, like that other bitch and
Yes.
Lucy.
What do martyrs do?
Martyrs. let's
Martyrs
see.
transcend that and are
Yeah.
hopefully able to see.
Martyrs a working theory they have. They have the pictures that she showed her earlier of all the people that like have the look in their eyes, like they're on the brink of death and they're looking at something. They all are. They're like in a form of ecstasy that they're experiencing.
They've experienced so much pain and suffering
Yeah.
that once they have transcended their own pain,
They're like seeing what's past
they're
death.
seeing what's past death and past their own pain. so that they're able to see what they said is beyond destiny.
Yeah. Plus ultra.
Yeah. They see that ultralight beam.
Yeah.
And so these women are the perfect candidates. They had 7 photos, I think, of people that had achieved martyrdom at some point.
There were a lot of pictures in there. There's like kind of a montage where flipping through them all.
Through history, yeah.
Yeah. From like 1912 on.
And so yeah, if you see other apparitions and people, you didn't reach martyrdom, sadly. But perfect candidates are these young women for it. And so now Anna is locked up in the same room that Lucy was once in.
That's nice.
Yeah, I think it's a different room, but the same kind of room.
Basically.
Yeah.
She's being tortured in the exact ways Lucy basically was. She's been feeding
on the
gruel.
She finally got a little taste of that sweet gruel.
And if she spits it out, she gets slapped.
That's true.
They unhandcuff her at some point, and just the biggest man stands by the doorway.
Yeah.
She tries to run or anything. He beats her just.
Well, he just starts beating her.
Well, at first it was if she ran away, but then he just starts to beat her,
teasing her with hope
to near death. Yeah. We even get a short scene to watch her piss.
Yeah, I love
that. And then
cool.
There's this one scene where she's in the room with the big dude, and he's just delivering haymakers to her. There was one point she's completely unconscious and like starting to fall to the ground anyway because she can't. It hits her once more on the way down.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And then we get the classic Seth reenactment scene.
Thank you. No, I'm not. I'm the girl in the situation.
Correct.
See,
the Seth reenactment scene though.
Yeah.
Lucas, what do you think the Seth reenactment scene is?
You get one guess.
I don't know. You forget your wallet at a bar, so I don't.
What?
What? I don't know what happens.
It's something that they do to Anna that can correlate to Seth.
I've never left my wallet at a bar. What was that?
Be pulling pens left and right. What happens?
Yeah.
Hey, true.
They cut her hair.
Yeah, they just. Yeah. I'm a martyr in a way.
Yeah. She's crying. So that's like, this is the last thing you need to be crying about. It's your hair.
Yeah. There's a man beating you to death and you're crying about your hair.
But then it comes like it wasn't necessarily a montage, but it was kind of like a time lapse where it showed back-to-back short scenes of feeding and then beating and then torture and repeats. And after each little segment of feeding or beating or whatever, it'd fade to black and then it'd do the next one. Not a montage, not a time lapse, but kind of both in a way.
Yeah.
Where it just showed her physical state and mental state slowly start to decline. But then Anna gets a moment where she gets a sponge bath. An aggressive sponge bath.
Yeah. Pudding style.
And I really thought that they were going to bathe her in her own piss. Because they picked up her bucket of piss and put it in the thing right next to the sponge bath water. And it kept cutting back to the woman quickly dipping the sponge in the water and then bathing her. I was like, fuck, she's going to do it in the piss.
She's going to watch her.
She didn't. It was a nice little moment of light.
Reprieve.
Clarity.
Yeah.
Something. And Anna, it is finally experiencing like a little bit of transfiguration in the torture chamber.
Sufjan Stevens style.
You'd think that she's not going to be a martyr because she imagines Lucy talking to her. Lucy basically says that they will always be there for each other. And I was like, oh, at least she's not experiencing
what a sweet movie.
Girl ghoul that's going to murder her, try and make her kill it. It's her friend wishing her luck. But I almost cried here.
Did you?
I did.
You did cry?
No, I was very close. Because after she had talked to Lucy, the music changes to like a soft piano. And Anna begins to like accept her life down there. She starts to actually like...
Yeah, and this is what I mean with like the music choices I didn't love because it sounded like you're like going through a breakup in a movie and you're driving in the rain. That's what it sounded like to me.
I don't think it sounded like that at all. The slow guitar,
yeah.
I didn't think that at all.
I just think a scene like this deserves more silence than music.
I could see that.
It's just insane.
But
music's part of the human experience and they're stripping that from her, so.
Well, she started to like calmly and willingly eat the slop. She's also just like lying down in the bed.
She loves slop now.
She really just swallows it down, just bite by bite. She's also lying down in a bed while being beaten to death nearly.
Being eaten to death.
And this music played, and I was like, wow, this is powerful stuff. I genuinely thought it was very powerful.
Yeah. That went down.
I know he did.
No. That I could be.
I saw it out of here, and I saw it there.
Yeah, just very slowly.
But after all that,
Trying to make Lucas
Lucy
feel better. He seems
speaks
sad
to her.
about the movie.
Lucy speaks to her and says that she sees she is not afraid anymore. Anna's not afraid of what's about to come to her, which means she might be
one.
Sure. Transcending transfiguration as well.
Yeah.
And so one of the ladies that has been torturing her comes down and tells her that the suffering is almost done. There is only one more stage left. And then she's done.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cool one.
So
Very
a man
chill.
busts through the door wearing a surgical mask.
Did you read this one?
Mm-hmm.
He picks her up over his shoulder and places her in the scariest looking metal contraption.
Yeah.
Clamps her all in. And you were like, are they going to spin her to death? Like, it did look like a gyrosphere.
Yeah.
Like a hamster wheel.
This whole thing's been to train you to go into space. Our martyrs are astronauts.
We do not respect our astronauts enough. Like, my God.
Yeah.
Ooh.
French
But
style.
he flips her upside down in the thing, basically, so she's suspended in midair, face down. And he removes her clothes and begins taking medical scissors to her back. She's still awake. There's no numbing. You can see her grimace, but
Grimace is there.
shake.
Grimace is
Ooh.
there. Yeah. So Grimace.
Why are you doing this to her?
I thought he was in on it.
Oh, no. He's just
He
in
would
there
be.
like...
He's just watching.
No, Grimace would be like, you're getting transfigured.
Oh. She's transcending to an ethereal plane. So Grimace cuts her skin
Anybody
off.
got any
Yeah.
cheeseburgers?
She gets grimaced.
Yeah.
So Anna gets grimaced, and she's clothes removed. Like I said, she's alive, nothing numb, but she takes the medical scissors as it's cutting her open. She does grimace, but she like takes it somewhat well, actually.
Takes down the chin.
And they wheel her out. She's all covered in a cloth. Clamp her into... Now that we're thinking of... Because I forgot, I wrote this script a week ago, but the Catholic thing, I said it looked like they kind of put her in a crucifixion pose.
Yeah. Which is like so obvious looking back on it.
Arms across, slumped down as she
Joan of
hangs.
Arc.
Joan of Arc.
Style.
Completely skinned.
Yeah.
But
except her
still-
That's
face.
nice.
Yeah, except her face. Her face is there. But you can see all the muscle, all the tendons, the veins, everything.
Mm.
Makeup was done real well here. Like, really looked legit.
They nailed it to a cross.
And then, like, a little vibe change where... Nice. We get to see the lives of the torturers upstairs. Them making the little slop and...
Oh, yeah.
The dude getting ready. He's got a little spot on his neck of blood.
Yeah, whoopsie.
I got to take a shower. I thought it was going to show his dong.
You thought they were going to show his dong?
Yeah,
Nice.
when he was showering.
Oh, nice.
Could be nice. We don't know.
Could be a nice hog.
But the woman that has been
Boss
feeding her
hog,
and
if
making
you
the
will.
slop goes down to feed her and screams. She immediately gets on the phone to tell Mademoiselle that Anna has seen it. She's become a martyr. She needs to come immediately. And I'm kind of upset you missed this shot, Lucas, because as she's on the phone, it's her skin body as she's hanging, but it zooms in.
Then I'm not happy. I'm happy I
wish
missed
you'd
it.
seen this. So her skin body bleeding profusely.
But no, it wasn't bleeding.
no, I just
It zooms in to her face and then up to her eye
yeah.
and then like into her pupil and then like into a void
yeah.
and then into like a white ethereal plane.
Almost Space Odyssey style, like going through a transitioning, you know.
Yeah. And then zooming all the way back out so you can see her eyes again as they've changed from what it saw. Almost like the bagel and everything everywhere all at once.
Yeah.
As they see that in their eyes. Like the shot was amazing.
It's a really good shot, I think.
And I sent Seth a TikTok and Devin where it was a bunch of guys watching a movie and it's two people that are really into movies and then one friend that's not. And the two are always like, now that's a good shot. And the other friend's like, Yeah, it is. It's when
Is this a good shot?
you're making so much noise with the chair.
It's a good shot.
But and the other friend's like, "Is this a good shot?" They're like, "This is a commercial." He's like, "This is a good shot. This is the credits." And so this is like Seth now, always watching the movies. Like, "Is this a good shot?" I'm
You
like,
got a good
"No."
eye.
I do have a good eye. Brandon knows it.
Back during Armageddon stuff, maybe not.
Yeah, but I wouldn't talk about it back then.
No, but
because I
there
didn't know.
but there are movies like Space Odyssey where you know it's a good shot. You're like, this is movie.
I'm a
Just
genius.
shits you.
But then you watch a movie like Mel, and you're like, this is no good shots. But then when you watch it again now, you're like,
All
good
good
shot.
shots.
I love apples.
That's a good shot, and the one where lightning strikes, and he's like, "Don't hurt those kids, Mel.
They're
That's a
from
good shot.
Los
They're
Angeles.
from the city." All right, what's next?
So after this beautiful shot, it shows like this white ring in her eyes, and Mademoiselle comes down to Anna,
Hey,
And
girlfriend.
who's been put in like a gelatin bath.
Yeah, she's being preserved.
And Seth was like,
On
you know
ice.
what would be better to
Cool.
preserve her exposed muscle? Her skin, guys.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
the skin you took from her.
Cool.
but she's in a gelatin bath and asks her if she has seen what's in quotes the other world. Anna shakes her head yes that she has, and then just starts to whisper some undisclosed information into Mademoiselle's ear. You don't get to hear what it is. But then you cut to a bunch of older people that gather at the house. They're shaking hands. It's celebratory. A man tells the group that Anna has relayed what is beyond death to Mademoiselle, and she was in this state for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Sounded like a record-breaking thing. Like
Yeah.
most people are like 10 minutes.
She had some sort of orgasm
Achieved nirvana for 2:15
for 2 hours.
until she came out of it and had stopped communicating altogether. But she is still alive a day later. And Mademoiselle is upstairs, doing her makeup, preparing to tell the party what lies beyond death. And the dude that had told everybody that it was just gonna she was
Yeah.
gonna come down
She'll be right out, folks.
comes up to the doors talking to her. He's like, "So, she told you what she saw?" He's like, "Yep." She's like, "Accurately?" She's like, "Yep." He's like,
Yeah.
How about, like-
no admission for interpretation?
She's like, "Nope." He's like, "Was it precise?" She's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, are you ready?" And she's like, "Do you know the darkness that lies beyond destiny?" And then grabs a gun and shoots herself through the head.
Bang!
She
And then
wants
it
to
cuts-
get there.
She takes her own life with this knowledge.
You have this quote, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think so.
that's a pretty good quote. She's like, "Do you believe in what's after death?" And he's like, "Well, of course, Mademoiselle." And she goes, "Keep doubting," and then shoots herself.
That's what it was. Oh fuck!
Keep
I should have
doubting.
wrote that down.
Yeah, sick quote.
And then it cuts to black. You get what isn't the technical definition of martyr,
But maybe the original definition
maybe the
in
Greek, and it just says witness. And I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's
that's the
good.
original definition, yeah.
And then you cut to Anna on the table. A white noise builds as it zooms in upon her open eyes, just glaring. And this is another of the Jonah Arc scenes. And then the end.
Jonah Arc,
No, not Jonah.
the girl version of Jonah Hill.
And that is the end of Martyrs. But then Prime decided, it was like, do you like Martyrs? Up next, Jurassic
didn't.
World Dominion.
the
No,
third one.
also not.
Jurassic World 2 was so bad. and
I think
so
that's the
funny.
second one.
Dominion?
Yeah.
I thought that was the third one. It's really funny because he's having this like evil meeting with this guy, and they casually walk into this elevator that takes him to a secret lair. But it's not like, whoa, sick elevator in your house with a secret underground tunnel. They just like keep continuing the conversation. He's like, yeah, I've been on hundreds of these. So
Chris
funny.
Pratt's stupid.
Chris Pratt's an idiot, but
Who's the idiot now, Chris Pratt?
no.
I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3. It was pretty darn good.
You would say that,
It was.
you corporate shill.
Shut up.
Sorry.
His shills.
But that is the end of the movie. So we've got plenty of time.
Let's get out of the movie.
Let's get out of the. That's
Me
crumpling.
sucking cheese out of the movie.
That's crumpling the cup of cheese after you've sucked it out. But we do have time, so we can take a quick second.
Good crumple.
You'll hear whatever fucking French clip I can plug in here.
Yeah. We should just have Hunter.
All right,
Oh.
it is quote time.
Sorry.
Lucas had no quotes. He watched 30 to 40 minutes, and it was all in
Mhm.
French. And he's on a binge of not taking quotes. So
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
have 2 quotes.
okay, and you should say that other one just again, the doubt one.
Oh yeah, I was trying. That's what I was trying to look up earlier. The exact wording on that, because.
Take everything you got.
All right, so my 2 quotes. First, I think it's from Brandon. He said, "I don't think this film is going to be highly quotable. I think we're going to be perturbed." And you told me to write it down because I was laughing pretty
You
hard at
laughed
that.
so hard at that. I don't know why.
And my
Good
only quote from the movie is when the family, before they get brutally murdered with a shotgun, they're sitting down having breakfast, and they're like, the sister's making fun of the brother. She's like, "Oh, I can't wait for you to go to your full ride scholarship just to drop out in 3 months," like ribbing him. And the mom's like, "Oh, you want to drop out and be a pastry chef, don't you, idiot?" Like, they're just shit on this kid, and he's just like,
They go
"Laws."
on.
The quote is just, "Law isn't really my thing."
Yeah.
I don't know why I took it. It was funny to me out of context and in context.
And
He
then
I'm
doesn't
not really
like it.
about the law.
and then what's your last one?
That was it.
No, the keep doubting.
Oh yeah, I don't remember the exact wording on it. I was trying to find it, but
I was hoping to see if IMDb had it just as keep doubting.
yeah, that's what I kept finding too. But she's talking to the guy outside the door. She's like, "Do you believe in the afterlife?" He's like, "Of course." And she says, "Keep doubting," which doesn't really fit in with the question she asked or his reply. So it's just, it kind of rings with you. There's a dissonance to it, which I always enjoy.
Do you think what she saw was so like torturous itself that she didn't want to tell other people and like took her own life, or is she that selfish that she didn't want to pass it on to other people so that maybe at some point they can achieve their own sense of martyrdom? I don't know.
Yeah, it's open to a couple different interpretations. That there's nothing there, so they've been torturing and killing people for no reason. That there
God,
is,
that didn't even pop into my head.
yeah,
Jesus.
that there is a hell, and they're all going to it because they've been torturing and killing people for, again, no reason. Or yeah, the bliss was so beautiful that she described that she was like, "I'm on my way, God." Bang.
What do you think it was?
Of all those,
Yeah.
I think the toughest one to swallow would be that it's nothing, and that all the pain she'd caused was for nothing, and that the martyrdom she's speaking of is just bliss of, your
Oh.
your conscious self kind of letting go and it all being subconscious, basically, so your body can stop dealing with pain. And I think that'd be a suicidable offense.
I think so too. I love that idea of the ending because then it's like what we've been doing is not worth it.
Yeah, this is even more fucked up now that it meant nothing at all.
There is no afterlife. It doesn't help me at all. They're not seeing things. It's just pain and torture. Like that's it.
Until their brain is, a smart person's brain finds a way to, it tucks into a deep crevice of itself to get away from it.
And so she was trying to protect the others. My initial thought was that what she had described to her was so vile and torturous in its own, like a hell or something, that she had to take her, like she couldn't pass along that information to them because they would all realize that what they're doing is wrong and they might want to continue it anyway. I don't know.
It's tough.
Lucas?
I didn't like it.
2.3.
My quotes. Mademoiselle says when she is talking to Anna tied up in the chair, martyrs are rare. Martyrs are exceptional people. They survive pain. They survive total deprivation. They bear all the sins of the earth. They give themselves up. They transcend themselves. They are transfigured.
We are who we are.
And then a quote from Lucy when she picks up the hands. Sing it, Kesha. DJ, turn it up, bub. Lucy, when she has killed them and they're in the bathroom and she's hugging Anna and makes her like smell the hand or whatnot. She's like, "Is this making you sick? Can you smell that smell?
Can you smell what the rock is cooking?
Smells awful, huh? Every time she bent over me, I could smell that every day. Understand? And it smelled different when she beat me." And I was like, "Oh my God."
In French.
That's
all in French, yes.
That's when they kiss in French.
And then 4 Seth quotes.
Ooh, about to be some absolute nonsense.
The dad walks in that got murdered.
Yeah.
And he just goes, "That looks like Marina's dad."
Did.
Kurt Cameron,
that's right.
It did look like Kurt.
You remember that guy? Yeah.
Kurt, yeah.
Kirk Cameron.
You remember Marina's dead?
Next, Seth, it's a girl ghoul. And I said, that's what I was thinking. And you said, trying to think of a way to fuck it. I was like, no.
That's right.
He was.
He was.
I wasn't.
He was.
As Lucy breaks out of the window, to sneak down to the basement and kill the mom that Anna's helping escape. The second story window.
Yeah.
She breaks down there to get to the living room, and Seth just goes, I guess she's on the Lucy.
That's right. That's right.
And Seth, his last quote here, I'm first team All-American at beating my wife.
So I told you not to take that one down. That was just bad.
What was the
Evidence.
context of that?
It was like the guy beating her up in the basement. I don't know.
Yeah. All right, it's ratings time. I've got all except a Metascore for critics.
Okay.
So we're going to kick it off with you, Seth.
Okay, I'm gonna have to dip out
Thermometer.
after ratings too.
Bored.
Well, you'll give you a recommendation and your own
Yeah.
rating.
Do it now.
No, ratings.
Fine. What is
Thermometer.
this? Thermometer. Critics percentage. 73.
Lucas.
For Martyrs,
Mm-hmm.
opening
French
weekend,
one.
I'll say
Opening weekend critics.
47%.
The winner today is Seth.
Let's go.
It's a 65%.
10 straight points.
Audience
Fucker.
score, Lucas?
I don't have a fucking clue. I'll say 74%.
Okay.
I'm going to say 58.
The winner today is Lucas.
Fuck.
It's a 69%.
Hey.
And then Seth, an audience score out of 10.
6.9.
6.9.
6.4.
One of you guys is so
It's
close.
not Seth.
It's a 7.3.
And it's Seth. It's a 7.0.
Damn,
Ooh.
I was so close.
Seth, you won 6-2 today.
That's
Fucker.
because I'm insane.
Get out.
So, Lucas, what are you giving this film? John Lasagna scale.
Stop.
I'm giving this like a 0.6. I didn't like it. It was gross. I don't.
Sorry.
Learning the more about it, I don't like the message that like it's heroic and godly to torture women. I don't know. Bad movie. Scary in a bad way.
Okay. Seth?
We're doing this now, all of us.
Sure.
I'm doing like an 8.2. I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought
Reasoning?
it was great. I don't know.
I like Dual Girl.
Because you're not a little bitch.
Because I'm that's what it is. Because I'm brave. No, it's just I don't know. You're not supposed to like the torture, like call them heroes for torturing girls.
Mhm.
But like it's a
I mean, you
reclamation.
do.
But I do personally, so I give this an 8.2. No, it's like a reclamation of her psyche. She thinks so. She kills these people, feels the regret and the guilt, subconsciously comes out, kills herself. And then the second half just being, I don't know. I thought it was a great twist that it was the right family because Anna didn't believe that Lucy killed the right people or that she should have killed anybody.
She had some
Turns
doubt.
out it was the
Keep
people
doubting.
part of this secret society, ends up getting tortured herself, and like you
Good
see.
twist.
Yeah, good twist. And I don't think it's heroic that they're torturing her, but I think it is, I don't know, an interesting way to look at how people deal with pain. Like a very extreme example of it, obviously, but I think you see somebody who's like adept at it. Like she's set up to be a martyr from the beginning. You know, the only one that was friends with Lucy, the only one to take the burden of trying to understand her at all. Lucas is shaking his head vehemently. But
Okay.
I guess that's mine.
I was very happy you said an 8.2 because I'm an 8.1.
Woo!
Polarizing.
Polarizing.
I understand.
Ice cap style.
I understand if you don't like this film. This genre, this style, all
Yeah.
this is not for a lot of people. I think the movie was incredibly well made. I think there's a reason it's on the top 100 horror films of all time at number 32. True horror elements in simple things like jump scares and girl ghoul and things like that. But then some real psychological fucked up shit in the whole idea of don't do that.
I'm sorry.
Of tormenting and revenge and don't do that, Marina. And then the gore aspect of it all. Like it's hard to watch. Some people don't even like the Saw movies because of it. And I think all those together can combine to make a really well made horror film.
True.
Whether you are a fan of the subject material or not, objectively, a very well made film with some wonderful aspects to it. So
I'm not going to recommend it.
8.1, 8.2, and 0.6.
And I'm so mad I'm
That's a
going to leave.
16.9.
Goodbye, Lucas. Get out of here with your angry
5.63
self.
average.
I won't recommend it either.
I'm not either. We'll jump to it now. This is not an easy recommend.